Daily Horoscope for Virgo, May 9th, 2025. Hello, dear Virgo. Today's celestial landscape offers you a particularly potent blend of energies that align beautifully with your natural talents and sensibilities. As we explore what May 9th, 2025 has in store for you, prepare yourself for a day of analytical brilliance and practical achievements. The cosmic spotlight begins with Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Saturn, sharpening your already impressive mental faculties. This planetary conversation is happening between your ninth house of higher learning and your third house of communication, creating a perfect storm for intellectual pursuits and meaningful exchanges. With the Sun traveling through steadfast Taurus in your ninth house of expansion and wisdom, you're experiencing a natural illumination of opportunities for growth. This position encourages you to broaden your horizons, perhaps through education, travel, or philosophical exploration. The stability of Taurus energy helps ground these expansive thoughts into practical applications, something you deeply appreciate as an Earth sign. The Moon in fellow Earth sign Capricorn activates your fifth house of creativity and pleasure today. This placement infuses your creative expressions with structure and purpose. You'll find that your artistic or recreational pursuits aren't just enjoyable, but can actually produce tangible results. This moon position also supports romantic endeavors with a sense of commitment and longevity rather than fleeting passion. In your career sector, there's quite a gathering of celestial bodies: Venus, Jupiter, and Uranus, all in Gemini in your 10th house of professional matters. This creates a dynamic environment for advancement and recognition. Venus brings harmony and appreciation to your work relationships, while Jupiter expands opportunities and potentially brings fortunate connections. Uranus, the planet of innovation and surprise, suggests unexpected developments that could propel your career in exciting new directions. Regarding your relationships, Mars in Pisces is activating your 7th house of partnerships. This creates an interesting dynamic where assertiveness meets compassion. You may find yourself advocating for your partner's needs or championing joint causes. However, this position can sometimes create confusion about how to directly address conflicts. The key is to blend your practical nature with genuine empathy. Listen, not just to what's being said, but what's being felt. Your health and daily routines are highlighted by Pluto's ongoing transit through Aquarius in your 6th house. This powerful placement is gradually transforming how you approach self-care, work habits, and health regimens. Today specifically, you might discover new insights about optimizing your daily schedule or health practices. The supportive aspect from the Capricorn moon enhances your discipline regarding wellness routines. Financial matters look stable, but require attention to detail your specialty. Saturn's influence from your 3rd house suggests making careful, conservative decisions about money. It's an excellent day for budgeting, planning investments, or restructuring payment systems. Avoid impulsive purchases, particularly those related to communication devices or transportation. For Virgos seeking romance, today's aspects favor connections with substance. You're likely to be attracted to intelligence and competence rather than superficial qualities. Someone who demonstrates mastery in their field might particularly catch your eye. For those in established relationships, the day supports meaningful conversations about future goals and practical matters of the heart. Your analytical abilities are especially heightened today, allowing you to solve complex problems with remarkable efficiency. This is an excellent time to tackle challenging projects that require attention to detail and systematic thinking. Your ability to organize information and create practical solutions will not go unnoticed. The spiritual dimension of today's horoscope reveals interesting possibilities through Neptune's position in Aries in your 8th house of transformation. This placement invites you to explore spiritual concepts that help you release outdated patterns. You might find yourself drawn to practices that combine pragmatic approaches with deeper mystical understanding, perhaps journaling with specific intentions or meditation focused on practical outcomes. As for specific advice for navigating May 9th optimally, schedule important communications or presentations today when your verbal clarity is enhanced. Create or refine systems that will serve you well into the future. Connect with mentors or authorities in your field who can provide valuable guidance. Balance your detail-oriented nature with the bigger picture perspective offered by the sun in your ninth house. The color green would be particularly supportive today, representing both your earth element and the growth potential present in the current aspects. Consider incorporating it into your clothing or environment. One challenge to be aware of comes from the Mars-Neptune influence on your relationship sector, which could create some confusion in partnerships. You might find it difficult to directly address conflicts, preferring instead to analyze them privately. Challenge yourself to have honest, compassionate conversations rather than overthinking. For maximum productivity, the morning hours, 6 a.m. 10 a.m., harness the Capricorn moon's structured energy for planning. Midday, 11 a.m. 3 p.m., is ideal for important meetings or presentations when the sun reaches its daily peak. Late afternoon favors social connections and collaborative projects as Venus aspects become more prominent. Looking at compatibility today, you'll find natural harmony with fellow Earth signs Taurus and Capricorn. Cancer's emotional intelligence also complements your practical nature under today's lunar influence. More challenging interactions might occur with Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces, as their energies may seem either too scattered or too ambiguous for your precise preferences. Remember, dear Virgo, today represents an important stepping stone in your ongoing journey of personal and professional development. By balancing your magnificent attention to detail with openness to unexpected opportunities, you can make significant progress toward your most important goals. Trust your analytical mind, but also remain receptive to insights that come through intuition. This rare day offers you the chance to combine logical precision with intuitive knowing, a powerful combination that can lead to remarkable achievements. Make the most of it. For Virgo on May 9th, 2025, the planetary positions create a fascinating celestial landscape. The sun continues its journey through steadfast Taurus, occupying your ninth house of expansion and higher wisdom. This placement illuminates opportunities for intellectual growth and perhaps distant connections, whether through travel, education, or philosophical pursuits. With the sun forming a harmonious trine to your natal placement, you're experiencing a period of stability and grounding that supports your naturally methodical approach to life. The earth energy resonates deeply with your practical sensibilities, making this an excellent time to solidify knowledge and broaden your horizons in tangible ways. Mercury, your ruling planet, will have recently entered Gemini, activating your 10th house of career and public recognition. This placement accelerates professional communications and may bring multiple opportunities for expressing your ideas to authority figures or the public. Your analytical abilities are especially sharp now, though you may need to be mindful of overthinking details when broader concepts require attention. Venus also graces Gemini, joining Mercury in your career sector and bringing a pleasant, harmonious energy to professional relationships. You may find yourself receiving recognition or appreciation for past efforts, particularly those involving precision and attention to detail. Mars energizes your 11th house of networks and social connections from its position in Cáncer. This somewhat uncomfortable placement for Mars can create emotional impetus behind group efforts, though you might feel torn between asserting your individual needs and maintaining group harmony. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, continues its transit through Gemini, blessing your career house with growth potential. This significant placement, which only occurs every 12 years, suggests that professional opportunities are developing that align with your meticulous planning and analytical strengths. Saturn maintains its position in Pisces, creating a direct opposition to your sign from your 7th house of partnerships. This challenging aspect has been testing the foundations of your close relationships, demanding greater structure and commitment while potentially feeling restrictive. Today, Saturn forms a subtle but supportive sextile with Neptune in Aries, suggesting that spiritual insights could help resolve practical partnership matters. Uranus in Gemini brings unexpected developments to your career path, potentially through technological innovations or unconventional approaches to professional advancement. This position encourages you to embrace change rather than resist it, even when it disrupts your carefully organized plans. Neptune continues its journey through pioneering Aries in your eighth house of shared resources and transformation. This position can blur boundaries around joint finances or emotional intimacies, requiring you to develop greater discernment between intuition and wishful thinking. Pluto, now firmly established in Aquarius, transforms your sixth house of daily routines, health, and service. This profound placement suggests deep evolutionary changes in how you approach self-care and work methodologies. Today's specific influence shows Pluto forming a harmonious trine with your natal placements, supporting transformative healing and empowerment through disciplined practices. The Moon, tracking through late Capricorn today, activates your fifth house of creativity and self-expression. This placement provides emotional stability for creative endeavors and helps ground your emotional responses in practical outcomes. By midday, the Moon forms a supportive trine to Uranus, potentially sparking innovative ideas that combine creativity with professional aspirations. Chiron, the wounded healer, continues its journey through Aries in your eighth house, bringing opportunities to heal deep-seated vulnerabilities around intimacy and shared resources. Today's aspect between Chiron and Venus suggests that professional recognition may come through your willingness to be vulnerable and authentic. The North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo create a powerful axis directly affecting your sign, suggesting that spiritual growth comes through releasing perfectionism and embracing the flow of life's uncertainties. The asteroid Pallas Athena in Leo forms a quincunx to your sign, requiring adjustments between strategic thinking and creative self-expression. Ceres in Scorpio deepens nurturing energies in your communication sector, allowing your words to carry transformative power when delivered with emotional authenticity. Vesta in Gemini joins the planetary congregation in your career house, bringing devotional energy and focus to professional matters. Today's overall planetary weather suggests a day where professional communication receives cosmic support, though relationship matters require careful navigation of boundaries. The preponderance of planets in your 10th house indicates that career advancement aligns with your natural strengths, particularly if you can balance analytical precision with openness to unexpected opportunities. On May 9, 2025, Virgo's communication landscape shines with exceptional clarity as Mercury forms a favorable trine to Saturn. Your words carry weight today, making this an ideal time for presenting ideas, especially in professional settings. The analytical powers that come naturally to you are heightened, allowing you to articulate complex concepts with remarkable precision. Notice how people seem to lean in when you speak. Your thoughtful delivery commands attention without you having to raise your voice. With the Moon in Gemini activating your career sector, important people are listening. This planetary alignment particularly supports technical writing, data presentation, and detailed explanations. If you've been waiting to pitch an idea to supervisors or clients, today's cosmic energy supports these endeavors beautifully. Your ability to organize information logically gives you a distinct advantage in any meeting or discussion. However, be mindful of a subtle Mercury-Neptune square developing later in the day, which could introduce slight miscommunications around boundaries or expectations. To maximize this favorable communication window, prepare your talking points in advance rather than speaking off the cuff. Written communication flows especially well before 3 p.m., when your mental acuity reaches its peak. In personal relationships, you'll find that explaining your feelings comes more naturally than usual, a welcome relief for a sign that sometimes struggles to verbalize emotional needs. Colleagues and friends will appreciate your measured, thoughtful responses to their questions. Consider recording important ideas that come to you throughout the day, as your analytical insights have staying power. For creative Virgos, this is also an excellent day for editing work or refining existing projects. The perfectionist in you can spot exactly what needs adjustment without getting caught in endless revisions. Your communication style today balances precision with just enough warmth to be persuasive without seeming mechanical. If you work in fields requiring technical expertise, your explanations will be particularly well received. Those teaching or mentoring will find their instructions land with unusual clarity. For Virgos in healthcare, legal, or technical fields, complex information translates smoothly when passing from your mind to others. The evening hours bring a slightly different energy as Mercury begins to approach that Neptune square conversations may drift toward more abstract or philosophical territory. Save detailed discussions for earlier in the day when precision is at its peak. Overall, May 9 offers Virgo a communication boost that aligns beautifully with your natural talents for analysis, helping you express even your most intricate thoughts with exceptional clarity and impact. For Virgo on May 9, 2025, the financial landscape appears particularly promising as Mercury forms a supportive trine with Jupiter in your sector of resources. This planetary alignment opens channels for monetary gain through intellectual pursuits and communication-based projects. The Earth trine between the Sun in Taurus and your own practical Virgo energy creates a foundation of stability from which you can make calculated financial moves. Today's numerical vibration of 9, derived from adding 0 plus 5 plus 0 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, resonates with completion and abundance, suggesting that financial cycles may be culminating in your favor. Venus positioned in your career sector highlights potential recognition from authority figures that could translate to monetary rewards or new income opportunities. Pay special attention to sudden insights around 2:15 p.m. when the moon aligns with Uranus, potentially revealing an unconventional approach to a financial obstacle you've been facing. Your analytical abilities are heightened today, making this an excellent time to review investments, adjust budgets, or negotiate terms on loans or shared resources. The placement of Mars in your communication sector energizes your ability to advocate for yourself in financial discussions, particularly beneficial if you've been considering asking for a raise or renegotiating payment terms. Look for opportunities that combine your natural attention to detail with innovative systems. Financial technology, precision-based services, or analytical roles may offer unexpected revenue streams today. Neptune's influence suggests being cautious about overly idealistic financial ventures, however. Maintain your pragmatic approach when evaluating opportunities that seem too good to be true. Your sixth house of daily work and service is activated by the lunar energy today, indicating that financial gains may come through diligent effort rather than windfalls. Embrace tasks that others might find tedious, as your thoroughness here could be rewarded substantially. For Virgos working in healthcare, analysis, or service industries, client or patient interactions may lead to valuable networking connections with financial implications. The evening hours bring a harmonious aspect between the Moon and Saturn, supporting long-term financial planning. Take time to evaluate your security measures and consider how today's opportunities align with your 5-year financial goals. Your ruler Mercury's position enhances your articulation of value, both the value you provide and what you deserve in return. This is particularly potent for Virgos in freelance or entrepreneurial roles, where clearly communicating your worth directly impacts compensation. A surprising message or news regarding shared resources, inheritance, or joint finances may arrive near sunset, requiring quick but methodical evaluation. Trust your instincts if something feels fiscally unsound. For Virgos considering property investments, today's energy supports thorough research but suggests waiting until Mercury moves direct before signing binding documents. Your natural thriftiness serves you well today, but Jupiter's expansive influence encourages calculated risks in areas where you've developed expertise. Areas of particular financial potential today include educational content creation, health-focused services, analytical consultation, and systems optimization. The day's energy supports financial collaborations with Taurus, Capricorn, and Pisces individuals, who may offer complementary resources or insights. Tonight, as you review the day's financial developments, make note of patterns or recurring themes. Mercury is highlighting financial patterns that have gone unnoticed, potentially revealing leaks in your budget or untapped revenue sources. Your wealth-building potential is especially strong in the coming 3 weeks, with today serving as an auspicious opening to this prosperous window. The second house of personal finances receives beneficial aspects today as Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, forms a productive sextile with Venus in your career sector. This cosmic configuration suggests potential monetary gain through professional connections, particularly those established through previous detailed work you've delivered. Virgos employed in analytical, health, or service-oriented fields may find that a previous client returns with a more substantial opportunity. The Earth trine between the Sun in Taurus and your Virgo energy creates a natural flow of practical financial decision-making abilities. You're seeing money matters with exceptional clarity today, making this an optimal time to reorganize investment portfolios or reconsider resource allocation. Financial institutions may be unusually accommodative to your requests today. If you've been considering refinancing options or negotiating fee structures, the afternoon hours provide supportive energy for these conversations. Your analytical abilities shine particularly bright around financial documentation. Reviewing contracts or financial agreements today could reveal advantageous terms you hadn't previously recognized. Chiron's position in your 8th house of shared resources brings attention to past financial wounds that may need healing, particularly around issues of self-worth as it relates to compensation. Today offers an opportunity to break patterns of undervaluing your contributions. For Virgos in business partnerships, a careful review of profit-sharing arrangements could reveal imbalances that, once addressed, lead to improved financial outcomes for all parties. As May 9, 2025 arrives, Virgo finds itself at a fascinating astrological crossroads where multiple areas of fortune emerge simultaneously. The day begins with Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Saturn in your house of routine and daily work, suggesting that your meticulous attention to detail will be particularly rewarded today. This planetary alignment creates a golden opportunity to systematize processes that have been causing frustration in recent weeks. Your analytical abilities are sharper than usual, allowing you to see efficient solutions that others might miss. Jupiter's position in your 9th house of higher learning and exploration brings fortunate encounters with mentors or educational opportunities that perfectly align with your long-term goals. This is not coincidental. The stars are creating a pathway for intellectual growth that suits your practical nature while expanding your horizons. Financial fortune appears through unexpected channels today, particularly related to investments or resources you organized months ago and perhaps forgot about. The North Node's influence suggests that passive income streams or dividends from previous careful planning may suddenly bear fruit. Venus casts a beneficial aspect to your 6th house, bringing harmony to workplace relationships. Colleagues who previously resisted your methodical approach now see its value, opening doors to collaborative projects where your skills shine brightly. For Virgos working in healthcare, education, or service industries, today marks a particularly fortunate turning point where your dedication receives recognition from authority figures. Your natural healing abilities are enhanced today, whether that manifests as actual medical intuition or simply knowing exactly what others need to hear for emotional comfort. The moon in your house of communication enhances your ability to articulate complex ideas with unusual clarity and persuasiveness. Writers, teachers, and communication professionals will find words flowing effortlessly, making this an excellent day to pitch ideas, submit proposals, or give presentations. Technology matters also fall under your fortunate umbrella today, with unusual ease in solving technical problems or understanding new systems. Even Virgos who typically struggle with digital platforms will navigate them with surprising intuition. Domestic matters receive a blessing through Mars' position, giving you abundant energy to tackle home improvements or organization projects you've been postponing. This cosmic influence provides not just motivation, but efficient execution. What might normally take days could be accomplished in hours with remarkable precision. Relationships with siblings and neighbors fall under fortunate stars today, making this ideal for mending any strained connections or strengthening bonds through small acts of service, your specialty. Health matters show particular promise, especially regarding diagnostic accuracy if you've been concerned about a physical issue. Any tests or medical appointments scheduled today have an increased likelihood of providing clear, actionable information rather than confusion. For those pursuing creative projects, particularly those requiring precision and careful execution, today's energy supports bringing abstract ideas into concrete form with fewer obstacles than usual. Even artistic endeavors, which sometimes feel challenging to your practical nature, flow with surprising ease when approached methodically. The final hours of the day bring a special blessing through Neptune's influence, enhancing your intuitive connection and spiritual awareness. Dreams tonight may contain valuable insights about your path forward, particularly regarding ways to bring more meaning to your daily work and service the areas where Virgo truly shines. May 9th, 2025 presents an intriguing social landscape for Virgos as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Neptune, enhancing your intuitive understanding of others. This planetary alignment awakens your ability to perceive unspoken thoughts and feelings, making you unusually perceptive in group settings. You'll likely find yourself sensing subtle undercurrents that others miss entirely. This heightened sensitivity can be channeled productively into deepening connections that have recently felt superficial or strained. The day's energy particularly supports healing conversations with long-term friends who may have drifted from your inner circle. A Venus-Jupiter sextile simultaneously expands your social horizons, potentially bringing new acquaintances through intellectual or educational pursuits. These connections aren't merely pleasant diversions. They carry the potential for significant personal and professional growth in the months ahead. The morning hours shine brightest for collaborative endeavors as the moon in Aquarius activates your sixth house of service and daily routine. This placement suggests that working alongside others rather than solo will yield remarkable results. Team projects initiated today benefit from your meticulous attention to detail, combined with an unusually open approach to others' suggestions. By midday, you may receive an unexpected invitation from a colleague or acquaintance that initially seems outside your comfort zone. The stars strongly encourage acceptance despite any hesitation. This opportunity connects to important developments coming in late June. For Virgos in committed relationships, today offers a valuable opportunity to strengthen bonds by introducing your partner to different facets of your social world. The planetary alignment supports bridge building between separate friend groups that previously hadn't mixed. Single Virgos might find romantic potential through friends of friends, particularly at gatherings centered around intellectual or creative pursuits. The evening hours bring a subtle shift as the moon forms a challenging aspect with Mars, potentially triggering minor tensions within group settings. Your naturally diplomatic nature will be your greatest asset here. Resist the Virgoan tendency to offer unsolicited advice or criticism when emotions run high among friends. Instead, your most valuable contribution will be creating space for different perspectives without judgment. Social media activity carries extra weight today. Something you share online could reach someone important who resonates deeply with your message. Digital communications initiated now may lead to meaningful in-person connections later. For maximum social harmony, pay special attention to your communication style. With Mercury and Neptune in play, your words carry unusual power, but misunderstandings could also arise if you're not explicit about your intentions. Clarity matters more than cleverness today. Networking efforts focused on long-term community building, rather than immediate professional gain, will yield the most satisfying results. You might discover unexpected common ground with someone from an entirely different field or background, opening doors to collaboration that transcends conventional boundaries. Trust your instincts about new connections. Your normally cautious approach to friendship will be balanced by unusually accurate first impressions today. The social connections formed or strengthened on May 9th carry particular significance as they align with your evolving personal goals for the year ahead. This isn't just another day of casual socializing. It's a pivotal moment for establishing the support network you'll need for upcoming challenges and opportunities. Approach each interaction with conscious awareness of how it fits into your broader life vision. May 9, 2025 presents Virgo with a unique celestial alignment as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Saturn, while Venus enters your ninth house of expansion and philosophy. This creates an ideal day for structured thinking, combined with openness to new perspectives. The morning hours may feel particularly focused as the moon in Capricorn reinforces your natural methodical tendencies. Today, resist the urge to overanalyze minor details that ultimately won't matter. Your ruling planet Mercury is particularly sharp today, but its energy is best directed toward big-picture planning rather than getting lost in minutiae. Consider setting aside 20 minutes for meditation or journaling to clear mental static before making important decisions. Your analytical skills are heightened, but they need proper direction. In professional matters, document your ideas methodically rather than sharing them immediately. The planetary positions suggest this is an excellent day for laying groundwork that will manifest results in approximately 14 days when the Sun and Jupiter align. For your physical well-being, pay attention to your digestive system today. The Mercury-Saturn trine supports establishing new routines that serve your health long-term. Perhaps the most important advice for today centers around communication. You may feel an unusual impulse to speak more directly than usual.